Hey everyone, let's continue our series on creating this scene. In the last video we covered a lot of basics and finished the blocking phase. Well done my dear friend, by the way. And if you are new here, I hope you will join us in this journey. Right now our scene is as basic as it can get, so it's time to start adding details. In this video we will explore several editing tools to help bringing our scene to life. So now let's add more details to our object by editing it. Select the object, then enter edit mode. Go to object here and choose edit mode. You can go back to edit object mode if you want, or press tab to enter the edit mode and tab again to go out of the edit mode. Let's go to the edit mode. Let's start with this going inside right here, but as you can see we have an edge going from here and we have that crease right here that goes through all the object. So let's start with adding that. To add a loop, we first go right here. If you press loop cut, you can add a loop here or here. You can add as much loop as you need. Okay, let's say we want this loop to get closer, so you go here and you just get it closer. It's something like that. Okay, let's get closer and see. Okay, something like that. Yeah, like something like that. And you press another one and just add it like that. As you can see, you have more options here, so you can 1, 2, 3, you have more cuts if you need. You can modify those, so if you get this close right here and you just do this, you can modify it in this way if you need. Let's get it back to 0, or you can make it even this way if you need that. So let's get it close right here. Okay, bam. Okay, then you can add more, but if you don't need to add more, you can go out of the loop cut by just going to the selection right here. Now you don't need this. As you can see, now you lost this, but what if you still need those options? So press F9 to get them back and you can modify it back. Okay, let's do the same thing. Let's add it here. So you can just go to the loop cut, press once. You can add more, but just let's do it this way and put it right here. And you can add more, like press this one and just go back down. Let's move and see, and here we go. Okay, and you can add one like that, but there is a shortcut that I wanted to show you, which is Ctrl R. It gives you the same thing. You can put it here, or you can scroll up to get more, or scroll down to get less. Okay, and if you press once, you put it down, and if you press again, you put it. What if you want to move this edge to get it a little bit closer to this? You can press twice to select all the edge loop, as you can see, then press J and Z, but as you can see, you modify the geometry if you do that, and this is not what we want. So what do? J twice, and you can slide the edge through the object, and let's put it right here. Okay, I want this to be a little bit up, so let's give it more, and here, and let's get J, then Z, and just get it a little bit closer. Okay, here we go. Now we have this, which look nice. On the edge, if you put it right here, you get the same options you get before. You can add more edges, and you can slide it just like before. Now let's hide this object. You can either go here and hide it and show it again with this eye, or you can select the object and press H, and as you can see, it's closed eye. If you press Alt H, you get it back. Is the open eye again. So let's hide this like this and enter edit mode with tab and go to select faces. Let's select these faces, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have select all these faces. Now press X or Supreme to delete all these faces. Okay. Oh, this is our thing. Let's get it up. Actually, so let's put it right here. Now to close this big hole right here, press 2 to go to the edge, or press here. Select the two edges and right mouse button. You get these options. These options are basically a mix between the edge options and the face options and some vertex options. So it is these options in one place just by clicking the right mouse button. And you even have some more options like new face from an edge. You can do this. Let's do this again. Like, let's select all these edges, then all these edges, then press, then this, you get to close it. Okay, let's select all these edges. To select multiple edges, just select one, then shift the second one, shift the third one, and if you want to deselect one, just keep pressing shift and press again. Okay, so this, and this, but this time let's use this shortcut, which is F. Okay, here we have this edge a little bit up, so let's go to edge mode right here and just J then Z and just get it down. If you don't want to use the shortcut or you forgot it, you can just do this, like get this, and with the gizmo just get it a little bit down. Okay, nice. And now let's get our object back with this or with Alt H. Here is our object. We need to do the same thing for this one, but as you can see, if we enter edit mode, we don't really know how to do it in the same line as them. So one way to do it, select both objects and press tab. You can enter edit mode in both of them and modify them both without them being a one object. Okay, the same thing happens, like if you select them both and do edit mode, you enter the edit mode. So now let's get these lines in the same like way. So if you press 1, you are in the front face. If you press 3, you are in the side face, like it's the right orthographic. So now let's get it right here. So you can either do this as we were doing and then just get it really close like this, or you can press Ctrl R, click once, get it really close like this, then press again. Okay, now you have this. As you can see in the right orthographic here, let's get this from our faces, not really straight with it. Okay, so let's fix that. Let's select this R on X and rotate it a little bit. But to rotate it a little, like if you start moving it, it move a lot. So R, X, then press Shift to move it just a little bit. Okay, then J, Z, and move it with Shift just a little bit. Let's get it in the in better position. Here we go. Now our object is like this. Okay, and this object is like this too. So now let's start with the second big options that we have here. We can extrude these faces to the inside and create that crease, but I think first we need just to add some bevel so we don't have problems when we extrude to the inside. So let's use the bevel tool. To use the bevel tool, select an edge and then go to the bevel tool, which is this one. Press on it and then you have this. You can select press to bevel it. Okay, you get these options. One, you can bevel on vertex or on edge. In our case, we want edges. You can here specify the width, how many segments you need. In our case, maybe we need only 3 or just 1. And here you can have a harden normal. The second thing that you will use a lot is custom. If you go to custom, you can modify how this will react. Here you can just make it different. Like if you use steps, you get this shape and you can make them as steps. If you go to default, you get them straight. If you can supporting loop, you get it like that, like this and this, and here you can see it is the same way, like it's following. So here you can actually precise what preset you need. Like if you put it like this, you will get it like that, and this, and if you added more edges, you can see it even better. So let's get it back to the default. You will get it straight, and you know you need it to be a little bit rounded, so let's try to round it a little bit in the middle to just give it some round shape like that. Now you have this, and as usual, if you want this back, just press F9. So now like this. Let's do selection mode again. The shortcut for this is Ctrl B. If you press Ctrl B, you will get this, which allow you to do the same thing. Like Ctrl B, if you move it, you precise how big it will be. Scroll up and down to precise how much edges you will need, and when press to confirm, you will get the same options that you had before. Okay, so double click, then shift and double click, then shift, double click, then shift and double click, then Ctrl B, and just give it some bubble. I don't want it to be bubbly a lot, so just a little bit. Some bubble will be good. Let's confirm. A little bit like this is actually pretty nice. Okay, good. You can keep it actually like that. Let's do the same thing to this one. Enter edit mode with tab, then with edge selected in this, or by pressing 2 in the keyboard, select these edges, then shift and select double click, then shift and double click, then shift and double click. Okay, okay, Ctrl B and give it some bevel. This needs to be a little bit more curved, so let's do this. Let's add one and just let's confirm, and now we have this like that. Okay, nice. Don't forget to save, okay, because I did not save for a long time. Now let's get to extrude. Select them both and enter edit mode. Okay, so go to 3, press 3 and choose the face mode, and just go here, double click close to the edge, then go here and press shift and double click close to the edge, then go here close to the edge, shift and plus double click. Shift is to keep them all selected. Okay, now let's use the extrude. We can use either extrude region, manifold, along normals, and individual. Okay, so extrude region, it will extrude, but as you can see, it's not what we want. If you think about it, we want each face to extrude along its Ctrl Z, it's along its normals. Okay, so you can go either along normals or individual. If you do individual, they will be like that, not what we want. But if we select along normals and do this, we'll get them inside, which is exactly what we want. Shift and move to make it go inside slowly. Okay, here we go. Now we have this, which is nice. Let's Ctrl Z to go back. You can do the same thing with a shortcut, which is Alt then E, and you get all these extrude options that you have right here, but with Alt E you get them here. So let's do along normals again and shift and just go inside a little bit. Good. Now it is looking like that, which is nice. If you press right mouse button then choose the shade auto, it will look so smooth and so nice actually. Pretty good, I would say. Okay, so let's get it back to being a shot flat and let it like that. Nice. Now let's make the screen right here. So in the edit mode, first select this face by 3 or press in here, then go to the inset tool, which is this one, inset, and you can choose how much you want to inset it. You can go to like this, let's say this, and you have all these options for the depth if you want to go inside, for the thickness, and boundary if you want it to be like not respecting boundaries, we want to respect boundary, and you can set all these options depending on what you need. Okay, so let's go back, edit. How to do this? With E. Just press E, just like this. Okay, let's fix this. So here, let's select with the edge selection. Let's press this and Control and press this last one. You get to select all this. Then Shift and Control and select the last one. Okay, so S and Z, and just make it smaller. Here, now we have this. Now let's make this face inside. So go select the face, and using the extrude tool, you can just, you don't really need the region, you just need one, and just bam, make the face enter. Okay, and now we even have the bevel with it, so that's nice. Okay, good. Now we have made this. Now let's make this button, which is the same way. Like press 7 to go on top view, then enter edit mode with tab or with edit mode, then Control R or with the loop cut, just press once and move it. Let's give it some space. Shift, let's do the same here, and let's give it some space. Okay, let's do this with Control R because we need it basically almost right here. Let's put this, and we need this to be a little bit. Control R and just put it with a second confirmation, press again. Okay, so now let's select all these faces and let's just extrude to the inside. Okay, like just extrude to the inside using this or with E, and here we go. Don't forget that this go a little bit down here, and let's just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, now we have this. It is the press of the button. Let's hide the button just to work better. H to hide it, and let's enter edit mode. As you can see, let's make it a little bit extruded inside here just to have something. It's a chance to get to know a new tool, which is the knife tool. So press on the knife tool, you get this, which is like a knife. You can select a point, say this, and just keep going to the other point, and then press again and press enter to confirm again. Just select this point right here, then keep going and press to get this. You can start moving, but we just want this for now, and enter to confirm this to selection. Then go back to the selection tool. Let's make it in the middle because this one is not in the middle, so let's make it in the middle. Let's put it right here. Nice. Now 3 to select the face, then go to face selection and select this two. Press E and extrude it a little bit to down. Okay, as you can see now, if you go to the vertex mode here or with 1, we can see that we have here 6 vertex, and this is an n-gon. N-gon is a face that have more than 4 vertex. This is important when you are doing animations or that object deform. But if your objects don't deform and you are not doing animations, you can work with n-gons. But if there is animations, as I said, or deform, in that case we need it either to be a quad 4 or to be 3. To make it 3, it's actually pretty easy. Just select 2 points that you want to join together with an edge, and you can right mouse button, and you have this connect vertex path. Bam, you connected them. You can do this, select a vertex, then shift and select the other vertex and press G. Okay, do the same thing here. This two, right mouse button and connect path, and this two, right mouse button and do this. Okay, that's nice. Okay, now let's make this one. So go to the top view, Control R and just select. And as you can see, we make another one, J twice, just to get a little bit closer. Then here, the same thing, and just put it like that. Then Control R again, and just put it like that. Control R again, and just put it like that. Okay, now we have this. Now let's hide this. Okay, and just 3 to select face mode, and just go this one. Now extrude E and just put it inside. If we want it to be a little bit bevel, so let's just select these edges, double click, then shift and select this one, then shift and double click, then shift and this one. Let's do the same thing for the inside faces. This, shift, shift press, and shift press. Then Control B and just make it a little bit. No, don't make it big, just 2 is more than enough, just to break shape. We can do the same thing for this one, so select this, this, and just shift this one, shift this one, shift this one, and shift. Oh, I could just press Control and double click to select a ring. I forgot that. So Control B, and let's do a little bevel. There we go. Just to not make it, to give it some smoothness. Okay, so let's unhide this. And let's unhide this. Actually, let's finish the button. If you go to see the button, we did not finish it yet. So edit mode, Control R to add a new edge, Control R, added another one, then go to face mode, select it, then E, get a little bit up. You can make it a little bit smaller with S, just to give it some shape, and you can select these two and just J and Z, make it go down. Then go to edge with 2, so press 2 and go to edge mode, just select this edge, then Control B, just give it some, bam, nice. And we can make this bevel too if you need. Now it looks like this. Okay, nice. Now let's add that small button here. We can actually press 1 to get the front view. Let's get close. Then let's go to the knife tool. Let's make it right here. Press once, then press again, then press again, press again, and press this, then enter to confirm. Go to the vertex mode with 1 right here and just select. Let's get these two straight together. One way to do it is by pressing S, then Z, then 0 to make it straight. Let's do the same thing for this one. Select these two, S, then Z, then 0. Let's do this too. This will be on probably on Y, so S, then Y, then 0. Okay, to get it straight, S, then Y, then 0. Now go to face mode with 3 or with this and just extrude it to the inside. Before we extrude it, see it seems big if you ask me, so let's get it a little bit smaller. So in edge mode, just select this edge, J on X, and just move it. Let's make it a little bit J, then Z, and just a little bit smaller. Okay, then press 3 to go to the face mode, E to extrude inside, and just extrude it inside. It's a chance to use the ring selection, so select this and Control and double click to select each edge. Okay, now let's do Control B and just round it. Okay, now we have this. Nice. Now let's make this button. Go to this button, press tab to enter edit mode, then 1 to choose vertex mode, and then just let's connect these 2 points. So select vertex 1, then shift and select vertex 2, right mouse button, then connect vertex. This button, this one, then G to connect them both, as I said. Now let's select this face, right? Then let's press E, then Y to extrude it on Y, and just let's have it like that. Okay, let's get it a little bit closer to see here. I think we need to make it a little bit smaller, so select this face, make it small on X first, so then on Z2, just to give it some weight. 1 and 2, GZ to move it. Let's move this just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Then this edge, and this edge, and shift and this edge, just a little bit to give it some rounded shape, and let's leave it like that. Nice. We can make it a little bit smaller, right? I feel like it's still S on X. Let's do the same thing here, like just select this, and this, then just smaller. Let's select this to give it some rounded shape, and let's leave it like that. If you do shade smooth, it will be looking nice. Okay, let's leave it like that. Now we basically finished this one, so let's make it look a little bit better here, just to see our shape better. Middle mouse button, go to here and go to render mode. Inside render mode we can see nothing, but let's go to the render. Be sure to choose EV and ray tracing, which will calculate the bouncing light. Okay, so let's go not here but right here and sceneward. This to activate an HDRI, okay, but we just need it to be a little bit less strong, just like that. Okay, and this light, let's move it away on X, okay, and just get a little bit higher, and this just to see our shape better. Okay, let's get a little bit more strong. That's it for today's video. You made it to the end, and I want to congratulate you. I know it's never easy to hit that play button and stay committed to it. So great job. It doesn't matter how long it took you to get here. The important thing is that you are here now. So be proud of yourself, be proud of your progress, my dear friend. In the next video, we will dive into a new modeling technique. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.